YouTube, what's going on? Joe here, and man, I haven't done a video in a couple of days, and when you're used to making one or two every day, or at least one a day, it feels like a week or a month. But I'm back on with a knife I've been dying to show you, so let's dive right in. There's a lot to cover. So here it is. Just got this the other day. Cold steel, the Code 4 spear point. Let's see, it's upside down. There's your stats. There's your box. Very important right there. I want to talk about that in a little bit. The back. Let's see what we got here. A nice little story on here, but we're not going to waste too much time on the box. It's your standard cold steel, classic, cool looking blue box. So, I don't even have it in the box anymore. I've been playing with it, I've been messing with it. It's already been designated to the pouch. Now, let's zoom back a little bit. Now, I'll admit, it's not might be the nicest pouch in the world, but dude, $3 on eBay. Can't go wrong. I was buying these years ago all the time. I agree. Can't compare with the quality of the Spyderco pouch on the outside, but dude, it does the job, and Spyderco pouch costs like 5 times more. I mean, what's in here? Oop, nope, we're not going to talk about that today. So anyway, just teasing with you guys. So let's take it out of the pouch. The Code 4. A little quick story behind this. Well, in case you want to see inside the pouch, yes, is fur lined. Not bad for a couple of bucks, right? A little story about it. Was wanting this, I don't know, a year or two ago, and my guy that I buy, one of my guys I buy stuff from, was saying to me, Joe, you don't want that. A lot of bad reviews that say that the knife is tough to open, right? I mean, not tough to open, tough to close. So, you know, when you buy knives as often as I do, you kind of like, you know, just take a step back, say, all right, yeah, maybe another time, I'll check it out. Not right now. So, for those of you not in the know, recently Cold Steel has upgraded their steel on either all their whole line or most of their line, and they went from OS 8, which is a good steel, to it's now CTS-HXP, which in layman's term is a Carpenter steel, which is a higher grade steel than OS 8. Holds a better edge. It's better steel. So since they moved up to that, I was like, you know what? They just upgraded. You know, I've been wanting this knife. I've been thinking about this knife. If I want to get this knife, I'm going to get this knife. Now that it's upgraded to steel, I'm going to get it. And man, am I happy I did. And let's go over it. I mean, yeah, there's not everything is perfect in this world. There's going to be some problems. But before we even get to that, let's go over some stats. I already told you the steel. You know, Carpenter steel, spear point blade, 3.5-inch blade. Nice satin finish. Very light aluminum handles. Show you my hand. Nice light aluminum handles. I don't know what color you could call that. I don't know if my camera's picking that up. There is a number for the aluminum, 6061, something yada yada. I can't remember what it is. But it's aluminum handles. It's light, it's functional, it works. The blade, a hole by itself, is 8.5-inch. The knife is 8.5-inch. We're gonna do the ruler. We're gonna do the sizing. We're gonna do the cutting. We're gonna do all that. And another nice thing, 4.5 ounces for a knife this size. So, I was thinking about the last couple of days of fooling around with this knife. I could probably talk about this knife. I could probably make 5, 10 videos on this knife, and they all be different because we'll all be talking about different things. But the end of the day is you're going to watch this video and you want to know what it's all about, whether I should get this, whether you shouldn't get it, and why, what positives or what negatives are there. Alright, so let's compare it for size-wise too. So, you know me, if you've seen any of my videos, I'm always busting out the trusty dollar, and then we'll go over more. There it is against the dollar. Let's get rid of that. Here it is against a classic. You don't have a Kershaw Skyline, you should go out and get yourself one. Not necessarily you have to get orange, but here it is against the Skyline. I just happen to be an orange fan. And let's bust out the trusty ruler. Let's line it up with the ruler. Fade back a little bit. I'm not getting that good. There we go. There it is against the ruler. Okay, let's show you around a little bit. Take a look at that gorgeous blade. Code 4. Now, as I'm saying in my other videos, I seem to fly around the knife too fast, so I want to take my time a little bit. I got no place to go except to talk about this knife with my favorite YouTubers, all you guys. Satin finish, spear point blade. Look at that. Super duper duper sharp. Maybe one too many dupers in there, but you get the idea. We're going to test that out. Now, it came with a second clip. Now, I don't know if it's different than this clip. It's more than likely it's just two of the same. Is it still in there? I think. Yeah, it's still in there. Hold on. Can't get it out. Should have had this ready. Yeah, it came with a second clip, and what I can tell, it's the same clip. So, get that to the side. Put that here. Now it's set up for. I'm going to talk about that triad lock. It's set up for tip-up carry. Ambidextrous. As you can see, you can go back on both sides. Now, let's do a quick cut. Now, dude, this thing is sharp. This thing can cut all day long. You're never gonna have, not gonna have any problems cutting with this thing. Look at this. Oop, I was doing it wrong. I'm saying it can cut all day long, and then I do that, but no, I was just doing it wrong. Because you're trying to look through the viewfinder, and I'm doing it. But don't forget, if you've done my old videos, you know that I spaz out in times like this. But you're getting the idea. It cuts, dude. It's super sharp. Cold steel never disappoints. So back to over here again. Should have probably done some outtakes in this video, but I like doing videos in one take. More natural that way. Okay, now, as I was saying, the triad lock. You might have even saw just now, as the story I was saying about having problems closing. This is I think it's my fourth knife with the triad lock. There's a lot to like about the triad lock, and there might be some things not to like. Alright, what's to like? It's probably one of the strongest locks that you'll ever gonna come across in a knife. I mean, really. This thing, once it's made to lock in place, it is not going anywhere. If you've seen my Raja video, I mentioned in that video, I saw one time they had that on a clamp and they were putting ridiculous amount of weight on there. And the lock wasn't breaking, the lock wasn't budging. Now, I don't remember seeing such a video on this, but it is the same locking mechanism as on the Raja. I think I have another one too, something one, I can't think of, Holdout 1. I haven't done a video on that yet, but if you guys are interested, I can do one on that too. Another cool knife. The one I got is the biggest one. So I think the Holdout 1 is the biggest. But anyway, this is the main attraction. Now, it might be just me. It might be, again, this is not, I'm not making this as a negative, because I think this is just me. I always seen with a triad lock, I find that if you're trying to do something fast, if you're trying to do like a really fast, like, oh man, I want to close this really quick, I got something to do, I always find myself, you know, like, not closing it fast. Like, you really need to press it down and hold it and then move it. Because if you do it really quick, like, see, I'm trying to do it like press it really quick and go, it's like you're going to get it locked in. You got to hold it down, and I'm telling you, it takes a good amount of pressure to hold that down. So as you can see, as you're pressing it down, let's close it again. As you're holding it down, it's coming up and it's releasing it. See? Now, it's easy to open. I say it's easy to open and I'm screwing up. It's easy to open one hand. It's not the type of knife. Now, if you're looking to buy this knife, it's something you're going to be wanting to flick all day, and this is not that type of knife. This is a knife that you're going to use to cut, you're going to use to work with. This is going to be dependable. I must say though, the blade is so shiny that it is a fingerprint magnet, but we don't care about that. We care about now whether to get this or not. Now, back when it was OS 8, I think the code 4 rang up about in the 50s. Because of the upgrade, this knife is like anywhere between $70 and $80. I think I got it for like I can tell you what I got it for. I got it off eBay, and it was for like $71. But this knife is so good, it's something you need to add to your collection. The centering is good. There's really no hot spots. I mean, as I hold it in my hand, it's very comfortable. Feels good in the hand, like I'm grasping it. Now there is I don't know if my camera's gonna get it. There is like a very slight jimping, but it's not on the blade. It's on the handle. Hopefully my camera's picking that up. It's ever so slight. It doesn't really do anything, but you know. But should you get this knife? If you're a person that likes knives to be less than 3 inches, you like to be able to flip the knife really quick, close it with one hand, then this knife is not for you. But if you're looking for a knife that's above 3 inches, that's going to be continually to be sharp, that's lightweight, that's got a lock that's not going to undo, this is the knife for you. I mean, there's different types of people. Some people, knives, because of the opening systems and stuff like that, have changed. People sometimes are not even buying knives for the, besides the collectible part of it, they're not even buying knives to use to cut. They like to play with them. They like to flip them. Would it be nice if I could be able to close this with one hand? Yeah, sure. But that's not what this knife's all about. You can guarantee though that if you do use this knife, it's going to lock in place. That tryout lock is incredible. So here I am pressing it again. You can see releasing. Now maybe there's guys out there that can close it with one hand and not get themselves cut. I can't do that. When this knife is open, I have to do 2 hands to close it. I actually have to hold this down and do that. Now, like I said, there might be others that can do it. I can't. I'd rather just do it with 2 hands. So I just gave you the 2 scenarios. If you fall into one scenario, yeah, you're not going to want to buy this knife. But if you want a dependable, sharp, lightweight, 3.5-inch blade, I can't say enough about it. I mean, I hope that even that lock is sounding right. I'm going to try to get it as close to the microphone as possible. I'm going to be quiet. Listen. Listen to that. That is incredible. Just like the Raja. Locks into place. Beautiful knife. I can't say enough about this. I feel like I kind of messed this video up in my cut test, but like I said, I kind of screw up my cut test because I'm trying to look through the camera and I'm trying to do my cutting and I'm messing up. But let me tell you something. This knife is super duper sharp. Have I sharpened it yet? Obviously not. I just got it the other day and it's still the factory edge, and the factory edge is beautiful. So the code 4, and I opted for the spear point because I like this point better. There is a clip point too. I don't know if there's any other ones, others, but this is the one I like, and I feel this is a knife that any knife collector or any person that needs a hard-working knife should have in their collection. So there you have it. Cold steel, code 4, spear point, Carpenter steel. Absolutely incredible. Great knife. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed the video.